Welcome to Rolex 16710 GMT for Dummies. Now, in this class, you will learn how to use, set, and wind a Rolex GMT in just a couple of minutes. First, let me start with an introduction to this beautiful watch, currently discontinued by Rolex and very collectible among Rolex collectors and Rolex enthusiasts. This model number, as you heard before, is a Rolex 16710. First of all, where is a Rolex model number? The answer is that on this model, the Rolex model number is engraved right over here between the two lugs by the 12 o'clock hour marker, so that if you remove this bracelet and pull it off on the wall of this head, you will see the letters, the number 16710. Where's the serial number? The serial number to this watch happens to be a Z serial. It was manufactured circa 2007, and the serial number is going to be between the two lugs on the other side of the watch by the 6 o'clock hour marker. As you can see, this watch has a very attractive blue and red bezel, coined the Pepsi bezel, like Pepsi Cola. Blue and red. And this watch has something super interesting and super amazing. It has a 2 time zone option. You see that red hand over here? That hand helps you keep track of another time zone besides for the main time zone that you have. This is the 1 hour hand, that fat Mercedes hand, and then the red one is another time zone that you want to keep track of. That's why the GMT is sometimes known as the pilot's watch, because pilots often like keeping track of 2 time zones. Now, let me show you how to use this thing. It's very important to understand a couple of things now. This crown, see, it's called a winding stem. Now this winding stem is screwed into here, and you can unscrew it. And when you unscrew it, it gives you a couple of options. The first position, look, I'm unscrewing it, I'm turning it towards me. You have to turn sometimes hard until it turns, and then when it turns, you're going to turn it lightly until a little spring pops it out, just like it did right now. And this is really like a spring, like a little trampoline. Imagine you were a little ant jumping, boom, boom, boom. Lots of fun. Now, this spring over here, you can see, is called the winding position. Now, in order to know that you're on the winding position, the crown has to be unscrewed, and it has to be pushing back at you, like that, like that. Now, how do you wind this watch? In order to wind this watch, so let's say you weren't to wear this watch for a few days because you kept it in the safe, and you came home and the watch is not running. That's because it does not have a battery. It has an automatic movement that requires you to wind it when you're not wearing it for a while. And once you wind it and wear it on your wrist, this Rolex watch will generate energy off of your bodily movements and continue rewinding for you. So it's an automatic self-winding watch, unless you take it off for a long period of time. Now, in the case where you do take it off for a long period of time and it stops running, simply unscrew it until a spring pops out, and then wind it. 1, 2, turn it clockwise around 30 times. 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. You could wind it even more than 30 times. It's very hard to overwind a watch, a Rolex watch. Now, pull this out to the next notch. It's important that you know that there's a few notches here. When you pull it out to the next notch, it changes the hour hand. And when you pull it out the third notch, the farthest notch that it possibly could go out, it changes your minute hand. Now, besides for changing the minute hand, the red hand, which is the second time zone, is also moving. Every time you move 1 hour with the minute hand, the red hand will move an hour on the 24-hour bezel here. You see, this would be 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is army time. So imagine it's 20 o'clock, and you're like, hey, what time is 20 o'clock exactly? 20 minus 12 equals 8. That means when the red hand is on here, it is 8 o'clock. Now, let's set this watch to say I'm in Miami. Right now in Miami, it is currently 5 p.m. Now, it's 5 p.m. in Miami. I have another business in LA. And in LA, it's 2 p.m. Now, I want to make sure that I have my Miami time set and my LA time set. So let me set first my LA time, because I still need to set the date to the 20th shortly. So LA, right now, it is 1 p.m. Here we go. That is this is 1 p.m. right over here. This is 12:1. Now, and look how this changes. Every time you go around an hour on here, it goes a half an hour on that, which is an hour on the 24-hour hand. You see right now it's in middle. It's on that between the 18 and the 20. There's a little dot there. That's 19. You see how we go around again and it gets 20. You see how the minute hand swings around, and right now it's on the 21. And swings around, and it's 22. Swings around, it's on 23 hour now. Swing around, and they're both on the 12 hour, which is 24. Now, new day. Let's get back to reality. It's 1 p.m. in LA. Let's see here. It is 1 p.m. in LA. 1 p.m. Keep on going all the way until you get to the 1. Turn, turn, turn. Oop. Here we go. It is 1 p.m. in LA. Perfect. Now, it's 5 p.m. in Miami. Let's pull it out the second notch. Not the winding notch, not the one that changes the minute hand. Just the hour hand, and change it to 5 p.m. Miami time. Here we go. We have 5 p.m. Miami time, 1 p.m. LA time. And then, just make sure to screw it in real nice and tight. Thank you for joining 16710 for Dummies.